Simon.
I want to say just before she leaves, because I see her walking out the door, you all need to, a lot of the work that we do is in the Florida legislature, which is a god-awful place. And you need to know what guts and eloquence and leadership you get from your state rep there. She's a leader for everything that's right in that legislature. Thank you so much. I'm not sure I understand why you invited me here in the heat of all this interest in the elections. We're a nonpartisan organization, but I have to tell you, it's increasingly hard to maintain that posture, as you'll see in a little while. It's also a little bit emotional for me to come here. This is the club that my parents were members of, and in the last several months, my mother died. My father is moving to assisted living on West Atlantic near the Turnpike, and I remember I think I was here. They came with me, so it's a little interesting to be back here. So let me say a little bit for I forgot 20 minutes. You want me to talk? I'll answer questions and so on. So all right, let me try to talk a little louder, a little slow. So let me say that as I said, the ACLU is a nonpartisan organization. Louder, even louder. The ACLU is a nonpartisan organization. Better? Okay, I gotta keep it closer. Now, that means that I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. Not that you probably need any information about who to vote for. But what I do want to talk to you about are the consequences for human rights, and civil liberties, depending upon the outcome of this election. What's at stake in this election? But I also have to say that people might not even make up their mind based on who to vote, based on issues involving human rights, personal freedom, civil rights, and civil liberties. For a lot of people, this election, and for a lot of people, politics in America is really about economic self-interest. When you say things like that, the other side begins screaming, "Oh, that's dangerous ground you're going on. That you're tampering, you're toying with, raising questions about class warfare." In fact, that's what this has been all about for decades in this country. Maybe since the election of 1980, when Ronald Reagan was elected president, it really has been about class warfare, and maybe a few people in this country just haven't recognized it. But you'll excuse me. I'm also a human being, so I have some personal biases as well. So let me just say this: between the continuation of the Bush-era tax cuts that the minority party in Congress are insisting upon continuing, and if they don't continue, we'll be introducing it as H.R. 1 in the new session of Congress. Between the derisively termed Obamacare, which has extended, or will be in a couple of years, extending health care to 40 million people in this country that don't have health care. Some of the people in this country are running around and call themselves Tea Partiers and want to insist that this is a Christian nation and things like that. I have to say, if they're right, this is the most unchristian Christian nation.